There is a really good tea and coffee place by where I live. This is my own tea. This is not from them. But when they were opening up, when they first opened up, I think about a little over 2 years ago now, maybe about 2 years ago, it was only marketed as a place for specialty loose leaf tea with custom made drinks. And they also had on their website at the time that they weren't offering Wi-Fi because they wanted to create sort of just a cozy atmosphere with, their specialty teas that you don't get at Starbucks or a big chain like that. And they wanted to have more of a social element to the inside of their establishment, without just people on their computers because they offered Wi-Fi. So a lot has changed since they opened. I mean, they're not open for inside service now or any real service. I don't think that, well, they have a couple tables outside, but that's just because of the pandemic. But even before the pandemic, they expanded their offerings to have coffee as well, and they also offer Wi-Fi. And what this reminded me of is when I first wanted to become a freelance editor, I saw a lot of other freelancers, or I was doing a lot of research about freelancing, and I saw so many people with the title like writer/editor. And I thought, well, I want to specialize in editing. I think it's good to specialize. I want to only be an editor. I want to be like someone's go-to editor. I don't, I liked writing. I had done writing, but I didn't want to sort of juggle both of those types of jobs. I just wanted to do editing because I loved editing, and I thought that would be a great way to stand out. Turns out there's a reason why a lot of people had writer/editor titles, and that's because it's very difficult to get enough work just doing editing. And I soon quickly found out that I needed to do writing and offer writing services as well, because that's how I was actually going to be, making enough money working freelance. So parallels with the tea place, they had a really specific vision of what they wanted to do. They wanted to stand out by being like the tea place without the Wi-Fi. But it turns out there's not a market for the tea place without the Wi-Fi. People want a place where they can work, and they also want coffee. So they ended up, expanding. And I think it's a really good example of how businesses evolve to meet their target audience of, their coffee drinks are really custom made and are really special too. It's not, generic sort of coffee without a soul, if you want to call Starbucks or, some other big coffee place like that. It's custom made. It takes a little bit longer. All their drinks take a little bit longer. So they still have that element, but they have more of the offerings that people want. So the real lesson for, when you are offering your services is to specialize in an industry, but don't specialize your skill set. I wish I didn't stumble through that because that's my main point. Let me take a sip of tea and then I'll say it again. You want to specialize in industry that you work in. You don't want to specialize your skill set. You want to have a broad range of skills. You want to be able to write, edit, know about, social media or marketing or anything that the industry that you want to work in requires for you to do your job. So have a broad skill set, but specialize in an industry. This is why I always say, and I'll put some links below to one of the videos, at least one of the videos that I can think of, where I say this. You want to build a portfolio of the type of work that you want to do. So show your broad range of skills in a specific industry. Do you want to work in healthcare writing? Do you want to work in wellness writing? Do you want to work in B2B? Do you want to work in software development? Do you want to work in, any industry? Do you want to work in fashion? Do you want to work in luxury home goods? so many different industries that all need writers, and you have an opportunity to specialize in that type of writing, but don't specialize your skill set. Keep a broad skill set and always keep learning, and always keep expanding what you can bring to the table with your skill set. Don't limit yourself to just being a writer. Don't limit yourself to just being an editor. That's one of the only sort of general definitive pieces of advice I would give, because I think that's always pretty much the case. And I would have, saved myself time if I had known that earlier. So I am passing that along to you. If you want more advice videos like this, little bite-sized advice videos like this every week, I post videos every week. So click that red subscribe button below the video, tap the notification bell, so then you'll know when I've uploaded something new for you. Give this video a like if it's helping you move towards a specific industry that you want to be working in creatively, and at the same time evolving your own skills and what you're bringing to the table by getting the right training in the areas that the people who are looking to hire in that industry are looking for. There we go. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon.